कस्तूरी तिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभम् नासाग्रे वर्मौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपास्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. We are reading from Shrimad Bhagwat Mahapuran and we are in Canto 10. Bhagwat Mahapuran has 12 cantos and it is divided into two sections. The first 8 cantos are called the Purvard, the first half, and the next 4 cantos are called the Uttarard. So in the Uttarard or the second half of Srimad Bhagwat Mahapuran, we have Canto 9, Canto 10, Canto 11, and Canto 12. In the first 8 cantos which we studied, we covered about the creation, about the ancestry of Priyavratji and Uttanpad and the 3 daughters Devhuti, Akuti, Prasuti. So that constituted most of the first half. And also in one canto, we learned prominently about the Leelas of Bhakt Prahlad, how his father himself became so inimical, he wanted to kill him, and how the Lord appeared as Narsingha Bhagwan, the half land, half man avatar. And also in the first half, we learned about the cosmology. What are the different planets, the 7 upper planets, Sat, Lok, and the lower planets, and all the geographical locations and all the different heavenly bodies, the movement of sun and the moon and the nakshatra, all these we learnt. We also learnt about the hellish planets. So that was predominantly the first half, the Purvard. In the second half, the Uttarard, we began with the 9th canto, which is about the Manvantar. So in every day of Brahmaji, there are 14 Manvantars. So in the current day of Brahma, which is called the Shvetvarah Kalp, Brahmaji has already completed 50 years of his existence in our Brahmand, and the 51st year has just begun. And in the 51st year, this is Brahmaji's first day. And in the first day of Brahmaji, 6 Manvantars are over, and now the 7th Manvantar is ongoing. And in the 7th Manvantar, 27 Chatur Yogis are completed and 28 Chatur Yogi is ongoing. And in the 28th Chaturyugi, Satyayug, Treta Yuga, and Dwapar Yuga are over, and now we are into the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga will last for 432,000 years, and now only about 5,120 or 150 years have gone by. So in the ninth canto, we learnt about different Manus, and especially Vaivasvat Manu, his son Sudyumna, and then the other sons Prisakthra, etc. Then the story of Maharshi Chyavan, how he got married to Sukanya, story of Nabhag, another king in the same dynasty, and Ambarish. And so these are all the personalities in the Surya Vansh in which Shri Ram appears. So the ancestry of Ikshvaku, Mandhata, the story of Sabri Rishi, the story of King Trishanku and Harishchandra, the story of Sagar, about how Ganga arrived, the goddess Ganga arrived on the earth from the Paravyom. Then the story of the appearance of Lord Ram, and the story of the ancestry of King Nimi, and that's how the Surya Sun dynasty we learned. Then in the Chandra Vansh, in which Shri Krishna appears, we learnt about the personalities called Richik, Jamdagni, Parshuram, Vishwamitra, Yayati, Puru, Dushyant, Bharat, etc. And then the 10th canto is all about Krishna Lila, which began with how the six sons of Devki were killed by Kans, and what happened to the other two births. One was Balramji, another is Krishna, and how Lord appears before Devki, mother, and how the Yogmaya goes into the sky and declares that Kans, you will be killed. The son is already born. And all those Leelas about Putana, killing of Putana, Shaktasur, Trinavrat, Bakasur, Aghasur, then Ukasur. Then the naming ceremony of Shri Krishna, the Bal Leela, the Ukhal Leela, how he was tied to the mortar. And Brahmaji's delusion. And finally, Brahmaji's delusion is finished. Kasur, the liberation of Kaliya Nag. Shri Krishna dances on the hoods of Kaliya. Killing of Pralambasur, how Shri Krishna saves the residents from the forest fire. And then came the description of the rainy season and the winter season in Braj. And then there was Venu Geet, the flute played by Shri Krishna. There was the episode of Chirharan, the garments stolen by Shri Krishna. The grace on the wives of the Gyanis who are performing Yagya. Govardhan Leela, Abhishek of Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna goes to Varun Lok and rescues Nandaji. And then from the 1929th chapter, the Ras Leela begins. Without Shri Krishna, when Shri Krishna left the gopis, how they were feeling so miserable in separation. And then comes Gopika Geet. And we have relished those beautiful lines, the 19 stanzas from Gopika Geet. And finally, the Lord relents. He comes back and he performs the Maharas, which lasts for one Brahmaratri, but nobody knows that this is equivalent to a Brahmaratri. That is the Leela of the Lord. And in the 34th chapter, we learnt about the liberation of Sudarshan and Shankachur. And in the last session, learnt, we sang Yugal Geet, which were about the conditions of different entities in the nature, how they react to Shri Krishna. For example, विविध गोपचरणेषु विदग्धो वेणुवाद्य उरुधा निज शिक्षा तथ तव सुत सती यदाधरबिम्बे दत्तवेणुर्नयत स्वरजाति सवनस्तदुपधार्य सुरेशा शक्र शर्व परमेष्टि पुरोगा कवय आनत कंदर चित्ता कश्मलम ययूर्नि चित्त तत्व तत्वा. So the gopis are singing these Yugal Geet when the Lord has gone to the forest to graze the cows, and gopis are thinking about what would be happening to Shri Krishna in the forest, and they would be completely absorbed in the thoughts of Shri Krishna, and from their voice they will sing those leelas, and they would discuss amongst one another. That is called the Yugal Geet. So the one which I just recited says, the gopis are telling Mother Yashoda that your very attractive son, he is an expert in playing the games with the Gwal Bal. Your son is not only dear to everyone, he is also very clever. See, he never learned how to play the flute. On his own, he has started bringing out all the tunes and the ragas. And when he places the flute on his lotus lips, which looks so attractive, like the bimba fruit, the different swars, Rishab, Nishad, they start appearing in different tunes, and the flute sounds so majestic and attractive that even Brahma, Shiv, and Indra, all those great personalities who are the all knowing, they also cannot understand those ragas. They get so much attracted that despite their efforts, their mind gets completely absorbed in the sound from the flute, their heads get bent, and they become completely deluded. So this is how the Yugal Geet we learned, and now we will read from a chapter called 36, Arishtasur's liberation, and how Kans will send Sri Akrura to Braj. But before we begin, let us Yatinji will read the English text, then we will sing the bhajan, and then we will read the text from the chapter. So over to Yatinji.
जी भैया। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। ग्लोरी टू राधे, द क्वीन ऑफ द gopis hearts. Glories to the source of divine love. Glories to the queen of Vrindavan. Names of Radharani. Glories of the darling daughter of King Vrishbhanu. Glory to beloved Krishna, who plays sweetly on his flute. Glory to beloved Krishna, who is dressed in yellow saffron silk. Glory to my life breath, Radha and Krishna. Glory to my beloved Krishna and Radha. Lovingly chant the glory of Radha Krishna, whose form is divine. Radha is fair and an overflowing ocean of divine love. She captivates the heart of Krishna by her look. Glory to beloved Krishna and Radha, who is so simple and delicate. Glory to the naughtiness of Krishna and glory to the naive innocence of Radharani. Radhe Radhe.
राधे राधे। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। ठकुरानी प्रेम सुखदानी 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 की जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। श्यामा प्यारी की जय, नथवारी की जय। श्यामा प्यारी की जय, नथवारी की जय। बोलो भानु दुलारी की जय जय 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 जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। श्याम प्यारे की जय, बंसी बारे की जय। श्याम प्यारे की जय, बंसी बारे की जय। बोलो पीत पटवारे की जय जय 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 जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। प्राण प्यारी की जय, प्राण प्यारे की जय। प्राण प्यारी की जय। प्राण प्यारे की जय। प्राण प्यारी की जय। मेरे प्यारे की जय, मेरी 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 प्यारी की जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। यस यतिन जी।
दो चिन्मय दिव्य तनुधारी की जय। 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 बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। राधे रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। त- तनु गोरी की जय, रस बोरी की जय। तनु गोरी की जय, रस बोरी की जय। चितवन ही पिया चित चोरी 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 की जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय जय जय। राधे रानी की जय महारानी की जय। राधे रानी की जय महारानी की जय।
या प्यारी की जय सुकुमारी की जय पिया प्यारी की जय सुकुमारी की जय एक चंचल एक भोरी भारी 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 की जय बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय 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 बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय 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 राधे रानी की जय राधे रानी की जय राधे रानी की जय बंसी वारे की जय राधे रानी की जय बंसी वारे की जय बोलो बरसाने वारी की जय 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 बोलो बरसा वारी की जय 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 राधे रानी की बोलिए श्रीमद सदगुरु सरकार की जय श्रीमद युगल सरकार की जय 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 श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे Our koti koti pranam to the lotus feet of Sri Hari and Sri Guru. Our koti koti pranam to Swami Mukundanandji. My humble pranam to each one of you. And now let us read from the chapter 34, which is about the liberation of Arishtasur, chapter 36, which is about the slaying of Arishtasur. And also, Shri Krishna will ask his relative Akrura ji to go to Braj. These two episodes are covered here. Slide number 1. Starting with another Leela, Sukhdevji says a demon Arishta, disguised as a bull, huge in size, bearing a large hump, came to Braj, his steps causing tremors as he arrived, glaring terrifyingly, bellowing harshly, throwing mounds of mud with his tail and horns, and dirting the soil all over with his dung and urine regularly. He caused terror in the hearts of the people. Pregnant women delivered prematurely in sheer fright. The clouds too sat on its huge hump, mistaking it to be a mountain. The terrified Gopas, Gopis, and the cattle panicked, running helter-skelter. In verse 1036:6, all of them seek refuge of Krishna, crying out to him. So, in the picture, we can see Arishta, the demon, how huge he is described. That his hump is so huge that the clouds are thinking it's like a mountain and they come and settle there. So let's see the next slide. Crying Krishna, O enchanter of all, they all sought Govind as their refuge. Observing this and reassuring the people of Braj, driven off by fright, in the words, "Do not be afraid," the Lord challenged the bull. Krishna assured them of his protection and confronted the bull. He asked the bull, "What are you going to gain by terrifying the people and the cattle? O foolish, wicked creature, let me crush your pride, got by your might and power." Slapping his arms like a wrestler, he provoked the bull to take up the challenge. The furious bull dashed forward towards Krishna, creating clouds of dust with his hooves and tail. Krishna grabbed his horns and pushed him back 18 steps, where the bull then fell down. Rising from his fall, then he charged forward to attack, sweating and breathing fire. The Lord, then holding its horns, flung him on the ground, resting and pressing one foot on the bull. The Lord then twisted him like a cloth thrust on a washboard, and when the horn came out loose, Krishna slayed him with the same. So the fight between Krishna and Arishta is described here. We can see in the picture also. And finally, Krishna has dislodged his horns and slayed him. Let us see the next slide. Vomiting blood, discharging wastes, his feet thrown up, eyes rolling, the bull met a painful death. The Devata then showered flowers from heaven, with all Brajvasis singing his glory. Krishna with Balram returned back. Sukdev ji continues. Meanwhile, in Mathura, Narad Muni approached King Kansa and told him about the birth and presence of Krishna, Balram, and the exchange done by Vasudev of Yogmaya too. He explained how the two brothers have slayed all the demons till now. Hearing this, the furious Kans immediately pulled out his sword to kill Vasudev, Anakdundubi. But Narad Muni forbade him and explained that Kansa's death and enemy is not Vasudev, and hence killing him serves no purpose. In rage, Kans then bound and chained Vasudev and Devaki, imprisoning them. So this is the Leela Naradji plays. He has been cursed by the personality of Daksh, because whenever Daksh Prajapati, who is in charge to propagate the population of the Brahmand, he undertakes the task, and the sons are born. Naradji was converting them into sannyasis by his preaching. So Daksh had cursed him that Naraji will not be able to stay in one place. So Naraji keeps roaming about, of course, glorifying the names of the Lord on his veena, chanting Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Nar, He Nath, He Vasudeva, He Nath Narai, He Vasudeva. So he chants, he sings, he glorifies the Lord and keeps roaming about. So he lands up here in the court of Kans, and he's telling him all the details. He's spilling all the beans, that this is how Krishna played the Leela. Balram and Krishna are actually very much there, and you are thinking that they are gone. So Kans became so furious that he wanted to slay Vasudev, the father of Krishna. But Naradji again forbade him not to do that. And then what Kans did, they imprisoned Devki and Vasudev again in the prison. Now let us see what happens in the next slide. After Narad Muni returned to his abode, Kans ordered Demon Keshi to go to Braj and dispose of Balram and Keshav. Kans then discussed and conferred with Mushtik, Chanur, Shal, Toshalak, and others, telling them, my death in the form Anak Dundubi's sons Krishna and Balram are dwelling in Nanda's Vraj. Let there be a grand occasion worshipping Sri Bhuteshwar with a yagya on the Chaturdashi, celebrating and worshipping the the bow of Lord Shiva, which ensures victory over enemies. I will arrange for the two brothers to come to Mathura. He ordered the Mahat, O keeper of the mighty elephant Kuvalia Pid, station the elephant at the main entrance, and if the brothers come, then let the elephant attack and kill my two juvenile enemies. If the two still manage to escape the elephant, O Mustik and Chanur, then let there be a voluntary wrestling match between you two and the two brothers, held in a grand decorated ground amphitheater, which will be witnessed by all people, where you two are sure to kill the brothers. So here we are talking about two demons, Mustik and Chanur. So in our invocation, we say Kans Chanur Mardanam. So Kans we all know, and Chanur is this demon which was advised by Krishna to fight in the amphitheater. So first they station Kuvalyapid, the giant elephant, to kill Krishna and Balram. And if they are somehow managing to escape, then they should be killed by Chanur and Mustik in the wrestling match. So that is the episode in the slide number 4. In the picture, we can see Kuvalyapid. Instead of killing Shri Krishna, he gets killed in the process. Let us read the slide number 5. Kans, thus expert in safeguarding his interests, planning in detail to ensure his own safety, then summoned Akrur, a Yadu leader, and told him, "O dear friend, Akrur, you, you honor me the most amongst the Bhojas and the Vishnis. Trusting you alone, I am assigning you with a special task, just like how Indradev trusted younger brother Lord Vaman to restore back his kingdom from King Bali. You are required to proceed to Nanda's Vraj, in whose house Anak Dundubi's two sons reside, and get them here without any delay. My death is sought by the Devatas from the younger son of Vasudev. Fetch the brothers urgently to Mathura along with the Gopas and Nandaraj with gifts and tributes." So I was misquoting. Actually, it is Kans who is summoning Akrur and asking him that go and bring the two brothers to Mathura, and along with the Gopas and Nandaraj with gifts and tributes. So number 6, let me hand over to Yatinji and other participants to read.
जी भैया, let me read it. This is the last passage actually. So,
Okay.
it's- yeah. And when they arrived there, I have already made arrangements to slay them by my mighty elephant, or then by my strong wrestlers. By killing the two brothers, I shall rule without any more obstruction from my enemies, that is, the Vrushnis, Bhojas, and the Sarhas, who are headed by Vasudev, my father Ugrasen, and Devak, and others. Getting rid of these thorns on earth, I then, with my father-in-law Jarasandh, Dvivid, my monkey friend, Shambhar, Narak, Ban, together will then rule the world. Understanding my intention, use your good offices, charms, and invite them to witness the celebration of sacred bow sacrifice and also the opulent Mathura. Akrur replies to King Kans, O king, you have well thought out of everything, as every person must, in order to save his life. But do bear in mind, providence, destiny, plays a vital role in the final results of our thoughts and actions. One should be ready to accept any and every outcome. Nevertheless, I will definitely do what you ask me to. Shukdevji concludes, Kans, having instructed everyone and taken care of any eventualities, returned back to his residence, and Akrur too went to his home. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. So Akrurji is related to Kans, related to Shri Krishna also, because Kans and Krishna are also related. And he is a Yadu leader. So he is being asked to go and get Shri Krishna and Shri Balram to Mathura. And the plan is enough is enough. Now let us kill these two brothers. And that's how Kuvalyapid and Mustik and Chanur, they have been instructed. So he is saying that when they arrive, I have already made arrangements to slay them by the mighty elephant or by the strong wrestlers. And then his plan is, once these two brothers are killed, we will rule the kingdom without any obstruction from the enemies. So, who are the enemies that he considers? Vrishnis, Bhojas, Dasharas. They are headed by Vasudev, and Vasudeva's one name is Anak Dundubi. Dundubi, if I recall, is the drum. So when Vasudev was born, the sky started sounding the sound of the drums. Drums started playing. So that was the glorious moment when Vasudev was born, father of Krishna. And then Krishna, Kans is also saying that my father Ugrasen and Devak and others. So in the earlier dynasty, we have personalities like Ugrasen and Devak's daughter is Devaki. Getting rid of these thorns on earth. So he is saying that we will get rid of all these impediments. And then with my father-in-law Jarasandh, my monkey friend Dvivid, and my other friend Sambrasur, Narkasur, Banasur, together we will then rule the world. So some kind of political arrangements were also prevalent in those days, the alliance and the Gatbandhan. So, understanding my intention, please use your charming words, etc., and invite them to witness the sacred bow sacrifice. So, Shiva has this special bow which cannot be lifted by anyone, and then there is a yagya around that. So, so one should be ready to accept any and every outcome. So, Akrura has said that you have well thought out of everything, but bear in mind providence plays a role. So he is not completely sold to the plans of Kans. He sees a problem there and he is giving his opinion that one should be ready to accept any and every outcome. Nevertheless, I will definitely do what you ask me to. And Sukhdev ji had concluded that Kans, having instructed everyone and taken care of any eventualities, returned back to his residence, and Akrura too went to his home. So now that is the last slide. Let's go into the takeaways. So takeaways today are the Gopi Geet. This is the first out of the 19 stanzas. This is the first, which I also sang no in the previous session. Jayati Tedikam Janmana Vrajah Shayat Indira Shaswadatrahi Daitadrishyataam Dikchutavaka Stvai Savash Twan Vichinvate. So this tune is very, very intoxicating. It is called Kanak Manjari Chand. Why Kanak Manjari Chand? Because the effect of listening to the Gopi Git is like getting intoxicated with the Dhatura plant, Kanak. So one meaning of Kanak is gold, another meaning is Dhatura, the intoxicant. So this music, the melody, and even the Kanak Manjari Chand, there are patterns. Like you have a limerick. Limerick, we all know. A limerick packs laughter anatomical into a space which is so economical, and the good ones that we have seen are so seldom clean, and the clean ones are so seldom comical. So, first, second, and the fifth line they rhyme, and the third and fourth they rhyme. So, Kanak Manjari Chand also has a special pattern because the Vedic literature is so rich that there are different chand based on different different patterns. So I'm just googling Kanak Manjari Chand. What is the right? So Kanak Manjari Chand is is having this pattern because you will see the first letter Jayati. it will have the same letter as the seventh letter. So ya, ti, te, di, come. So the seventh letter is also ja. Similarly, the second line, first letter is sha. The seventh letter is also sha. Then daita drishyatam. The first letter is the, and the seventh letter is also uh, the. So, and there is one or two more such magical patterns in this. So please go ahead with the reading, please.
जी भैया. Let me also sing this one.
Yeah, please sing.
जयति तेऽधिकम् जन्मना व्रज श्रयत इन्दिरा शश्वदत्र हि दयितदेशताम् दिक्षुतावका स्तव धृता सव त्वां विचिन्वते. The gopis said, O beloved, your birth in the land of Vraj has made it exceedingly glorious, and thus Indra, the goddess of fortune, always resides here. It is only for your sake that we, your devoted servants, maintain our lives. We have been searching everywhere for you, so please show yourself to us. Radhe Radhe.
Right. So gopis were very much forlorn. They were missing Sri Krishna so badly. So they composed these lines. They are singing in the pangs of separation. So the very first line says that you have taken birth in the land of Braj. So do you know that Braj has become so glorious that Lakshmi, another name of Lakshmi is Indira. She is the goddess of fortune. She has come and started residing there. So our life is actually only for your sake. So we are your devoted servants and we live only for you. We have been searching everywhere for you. So now please show yourself to us. So that's the first line. Let's see if we have some more. Yes, so this is the second line. शरदुदाशये साधुजा सतश रसि जोदर्षि सरिसि जोदर श्रीमुषादृशा सूरतनाथ ते शुल्क दासिका वरदने ज्ञतो नेह किं वद राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे 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 श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे राधे. So anyone wants to sing, wants to read, please go ahead.
I'd
I can
like to
read.
read the meaning if possible, Bhaiya.
Ji, Didi, please.
O Lord of love, in beauty your glance excels the, what's this world, Rajesh? WHORL?
World.
World. Okay, world of the finest, most perfectly formed lotus within the autumn pond. O bestower of benedictions, you are killing the maidservants who have given themselves to you freely, without any price. Isn't this murder? Thank you. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. So what the gopis are saying, murder is not just shooting someone with a pistol or stabbing someone with a knife, even with the looks, you can kill someone. So we are your maid servants. We are Nishulk Dasika. We don't serve you for a price. We just serve you, as is our nature. And the way you are tormenting us with your looks, with your actions, isn't that murder? So these are the Virah Geets, so they are free to say whatever they wish to say. But look at the beauty and the poetic elegance in these words. So they describe him, Suratnath, O Lord of Love, in beauty your glance excels the whole of the finest formed lotus. So you have the lotus and the lotus petals are there, but in the center, what is the word? I forgot in Hindi. The English word is world. So just the other day we were talking about the word which is there. The bumblebees will go and sit there. So that wall uh, is being compared with the glance of Shri Krishna. So if anyone else, otherwise we can move to the next. The the stanza number 3. विष जलाप्ययान व्याल राक्षसा वस वर्षमारुतान् वैद्युतानलात् वृषमयात्मजान् विश्वतो भया ऋषभ ते वयम् रक्षितामुहु. राधे राधे. Please read the translation.
जी भैया, let me sing this one and then I will.
Yeah.
विषजलाप्यया द्वयाल राक्षसा द्वर्षमारुता ध्वज ध्वजयुतानलात् वृषमयात्मजा द्वेष्वतो भया दृषभते वयम् रक्षितामुः. O greatest of personalities, you have repeatedly saved us from all kinds of danger, from poisoned water, from the terrible man-eater Agha, from the great rains, from the wind demon, from the fiery thunderbolt of Indra, from the bull demon, and from the son of Mayadana. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. So first they said that Lakshmi ji has settled down in Braj after you have appeared here. In the second one, they said, you are killing us with your glances. That is also a murder. In this one, they are talking about how the Lord protected them and they are feeling such a great sense of gratitude. You saved us from Agasur. You saved us from Trinavrat. You saved us from Dhenukasur. And I forget the son of Madana, that particular Asur also. So here they are expressing their gratitude for the lives, saving of the lives of the Brajvashis. That's how the gopis sing the third stanza. Radhe Radhe. So with that, we have completed today's not so melodious and sweet episode, the main episode, because it's a very mundane episode about Kans asking Akrura to go and bring Shri Krishna and Balram, and other one is also the slaying of the demon. The Rasik sense, they don't relish them so much, compared to all the sweet leelas of the Lord, like the Bal Leelas, the Ukhal Leela, the Chir Haran, the Maharas. But then everything is about Krishna, so everything is equally glorious and melodious and beautiful. So, with that, let us now open up and have some interactive session if we can.
जी भैया. Yeah, uh, great session today, especially in the end, Gopi Geet. So as you said, like this very, it has a tune. Meaning also is very deep, and the tune is also very intoxicating. Once you start, like it goes on. Yeah.
So there is in the internet, if you type Gopi Geet, there is a singing by Subhangi Singh, and that's really, really very, very melodious. So morning, if you put it on your TV screen and the Gopi Geet is being sung, and on the screen you will see the lyrics and also the meaning very well written. So
जी.
that's Subhangi Singh's melodious rendition I hear often. Radhe.
जी. जी. Yeah, definitely. I will definitely
Yeah.
hear. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, as you said, like this is like building. This was a building episode, and the good episodes are coming coming up next. But I was just wondering. I mean, definitely it will come up in the next episode. But I was just wondering. So Kans right now at this moment, when we are reading right now, that he maybe I don't know. I think he doesn't know that Lord Krishna is the supreme Lord. Right. He sees them as some kind of threat, yes, death, and he sees him as like someone who Devtas have sent, or maybe Devtas have employed him to kill him, something. So during at the times like before getting killed, so does he get to know actually that he is getting like Lord Krishna is the supreme Lord and
No,
not
if he
just anyone
knows that
else?
he is the Supreme Lord, if he knows he is the Supreme Lord, and if he has the humility to consider him as the Supreme Lord, then the enmity will have no basis. So the entire, Ramayana and Srimad Bhagwat Mahapuran is based on the animosity between these two personalities. Okay. But the irony is, Kans is a divine personality. All these so-called demons are divine personalities. Ravan is a divine personality. So in the Krishna avatar, it is Dantavakra and Shishupal. They are all divine, and Kans is also, we learned there is some relationship with Kal Nemi, right? So with the Ravan, is very interesting. Is Kans the same personality as Ravan from the no, or another demon? What is his Kal Nemi? I remember. So how Kans is related to Kal Nemi, and what was Kal Nemi's connection? That we have to just refresh that knowledge. So these are all divine personalities.
जी.
They are playing a leela. Like
हम्म.
Jay and Vijay, they fell from the Vakunt planet, Lord Vishnu's abode, because this is what the Sanatan, Sanak, Sanandan Kumar, they wanted. They had cursed Jai Vijay, hey, how dare you stop us from going and meeting Vishnuji? We are such personalities, but because Jai and Vijay were the gatekeepers, they had stopped Sanatan, Sanak, Sanandan Kumar, so they cursed him that I order you to go and you know be there on the mortal planet for a long long time. And then it was partially mitigated by Lord's intervention. So your curse must be given respect, but at the same time, let me assure Jay and Vijay that I will myself come and bring you back. So that's how Jay and Vijay, because they had been cursed that they will stay on the mortal planet's Mrityu Lok for 3 yugas. So Lord came to rescue Ravan and Kumbhakarn in Treta. Lord killed Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu in Satyug. And the Lord killed Dantavakra and Shishupal in Dwapar Yug. So in all the three ages, the Lord himself has been instrumental in killing them. So to fulfill his part of vow that I will myself come and
जी
rescue you. So the whether Kansa recognizes, I mean, the answer would be, if he recognizes, why will he fight? And he has been the entire episode has been orchestrated for him to develop that kind of animosity and the inimical attitude. Radhe Radhe.
जी जी भैया.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else would like to say something? Hema Didi, Smita Didi. Okay,
So with
so
that, yeah.
yeah, जी भैया, we can I think conclude.
Yeah, so let us conclude. बोलिए श्रीमद सदगुरु सरकार की
सरकार
जय.
की जय
श्रीमद युगल
Jai Yugal
सरकार की
Sarkar
जय.
की
Ki
जय.
Jai.
जय
Jai
जय
Jai
श्री
Shri
श्री
राधे.
राधे,
जय
Radhe.
जय
Jai
श्री
Jai
श्री
Shri
राधे.
राधे,
जय
Radhe.
जय श्री
श्री
Shri
राधे.
राधे.
Radhe.
राधे राधे everyone.
Radhe Radhe.
राधे.